shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Dogs have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
In it to win it. All right, now, let's get in that end zone.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Guys, let's take a moment and look at Colorado State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
And the Rams come to the line with a new set of downs.
22 order. 22 order.
Runs through a tackle. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Rams come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here in the 4th.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
The give. That's the first down marker and still running. Man, he's already got 43 yards rushing now. What a way to start this season. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Hubbard. Dances away. Oh, man, look out! He's dragged down to the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Rams in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He caught it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side, present a nice target for the quarterback.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Motion from the back. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Rams come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll try the left side. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's an electrifying run, and you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino, and how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And the Rams with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, the running back has it. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Hubbard. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Scrambling away. He's going to run. That's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time.
You know, quarterbacks practice ball security as well throughout the week, and he has to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball. He knows this defense is trying to rip it out. They're trying to get a hat on the football. He's lucky that he was able to recover his own fumble there.
And the Rams with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You've got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The Rams are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got his man in the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And the Rams can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gets the back moving, looking for space. It's Avent. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Rams come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Hubbard. Looking to the big tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Meyer. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The give to the back. Got enough for the 1st down and once more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And the Rams didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Motion from the wideout. They'll leave it with the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Guys, let's take a minute and look big picture at Colorado State. They start the season in the top 10, ideal position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit, but talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Hubbard. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Quarterback adapting. Fires it. Complete to the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The give is to Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. It's a fumble. And the ball goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
You start to get that offense going and start having success. You've got to make sure that you get closer to the scoring range and take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. inside handoff. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The offense will quickly use a timeout. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Hubbard. He lobs one high down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And how big... for this offense. Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete to the left. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. His job chasing by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Makes the catch. It's Westbrook. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Rams will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
To the air on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Right on the money. He's got room. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Mayer. And he'll be brought down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. With the catch, it's Bradley. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Georgia going up tempo. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give on the option. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. It's complete to the right. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Working the middle. It's complete. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And the Dogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Moves away as he feels pressure. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Rides the back on the option again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Third down coming up, down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. SMU notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Dallas is worth its weight in gold to the Mustangs. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Hubbard. He lost one down the sideline. He's got it inside the 30. And he'll hold on and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They haven't had a whole lot production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Bradley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back. What a job out front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play to pick up the field. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Spits it out to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far. Catching the ball that time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job. Defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Toss sweep to the right. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
What is this?
It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. To throw, it's Hubbard. Working that left side now.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
And of course they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're already 4 for 4. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W.
All right, offense, keep pushing the ball downfield. Come on, oh, keep it up, keep it up.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fighting off the defender. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
And the Rams have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to get the edge on the right. He has the 1st and still on his feet. He'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown Rams.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab on the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Bradley. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia going up tempo. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to keep it in the air. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of a football game, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this offense now, it's decision time. Man, they've put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and you race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time.
Kill, kill, kill.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Gets a pass to Mark. He's had a day, 103 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. The offense changing the play. Quarterback keeper. He's in open space downfield. Kept it and he's past the mark. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They're working that left side. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Georgia comes quickly to the line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Gets the first himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to buy time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. He's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? Fourth quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming. And they do a nice job in the back end making sure that falls incomplete.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds him out of the backfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. He'll set up to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. West Virginia looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Mountaineers. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Heck of a showing. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's second and 12. They'll go right back to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be third and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. The Rams will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Georgia going up tempo. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Using his feet to buy time. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.